Okay, for the next video, what we're going to do is drill these holes that are located in that boss that we just created. So we'll drill those. To do those, I'll do a hole wizard. They're a counterbore hole. Looks like it says diameter through 406 with a counterbore of 0.594 diameter, 313 deep. And if you're looking at the view that looks like this, right over in this corner is where that dimension comes from. Oh, there's also a hole back there that I never have put in there. So we'll go in there and start that. So we did the hole wizard deal here. Let's see, that's all. How'd that get all the way over there? I guess I did that in the wrong. Sorry about that. Let's go back here. That's better. Okay, so now we're going to do counterbore. And it's got whole spec of, let's show the custom sizing, 406, 594, 313, so it remembers that. The end condition, it's through the whole thing. We don't need an underhead countersink on this one. So we can go in and hit position. Let's do 3D sketch. Right click, quick snaps, center point of that right there. And I believe, yeah, it's going to be centered on this one and then centered on that one. Done. That was almost too easy, wasn't it? Okay, I'm going to do it again. All right, so we'll do a hole wizard. We put in our features, if you will. We hit the custom sizing and we put in the values. It's through all. Position, 3D sketch, right click, quick snaps, center point snap. This arc, that arc, and that arc. And okay, we're done. Okay, now we got that taken care of. Well, let's see, there is another hole back there in the back, isn't there? If we look right in there, I didn't put it on my original, but I'm going to put it on this one because it shows it. And it actually says there are two of them. Oh, and the other one is over on this side right in here. And those must be some kind of a dowel locating type hole. And let's see if we can hold that like so. Now, does it show? It looks like they give me they do give me some dimensions on the bottom view. So if we flip this over on the bottom, you can see them coming off there. The one is located off of this hole, and then the other one will be located, let's see, off of this edge here in the hole. So let's see if we can't get that going. Hole wizard. Now these holes, it says, are a diameter of 0.234, so it's just a simple hole. And diameter is 0.234. It does go all the way through. Position. And let's see if we do a 3D sketch on this, how's that going to work for us? We'll put one there, and we'll put one there. And now, oh, sorry about that. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Undo that. Fortunately, it remembers all the information about it. Let's make sure it's blind. Yeah, sometimes it'll jump back to blind. Actually, I think every time. Now, position. Let's don't do the 3D sketch and right click and do the dimension. So it comes from this edge, I believe. Let's see, let's make sure. Well, it's actually right in line with that, isn't it? So that would be from there to there, that's going to be 0.375, isn't it? And then from the center of this piece to the end of this piece is 0.625. And then, let's see, we got to have one over here. Well, let's go ahead and get off of that, and then we'll put another hole over here. Whoops, sorry, I got to go back. Yeah, position, I should be able to use that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Now, let's make sure if we look at the top view of that, or excuse me, yeah, top or the bottom, I guess. Looks to be in line there. Okay, so we'll rotate that back around a little bit. Put in another hole. It remembers all the information. Position. We will pick a spot out here. Well, there's our place we're going to put it. We'll put a dimension. Now that one is a little bit different as far as being in line. It's actually from this edge to here is 0.25. They're showing it from the center, but I just want that'll make it a little bit easier to line that up. And then from this hole to there, and that didn't look like it. Yeah, I need, yeah, that distance is supposed to be. I don't like what I'm seeing there. It doesn't look like it's lined up correctly. Almost has to be. Let me delete that. Put that back in. And would doggone it, I hit the wrong button. Hit it again. Got to switch to position. Sorry. Right click. Yeah, boy. Hole wizard. Position. Click a spot. I got my gun shy right now. Well, and let's go back to tab type for a minute and make sure that's through all. Position, right click, and there's my, I'm going to come off of this line, make sure I get that line. 0.25. Now that should allow that to be somewhat lined up. And then we need to go from this hole to that center point. Not quite sure why that's not lining up properly. Well, I guess, oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at, yeah, that's going to have to be, we'll have to come off of this point right here to there, looks like. I guess I'm going to have to put in some kind of a, that's, problem I've got is it's not allowing me to create it relative to this point and this point. Because they're not lined up properly. So I got a little bit of an issue there. I may have to go ahead and create some construction geometry for that. Let's see if that'll allow us to do that. Let's put in a center line. Snap to the center point. And I just want this to go up this way. And I'll add a relation between this line and this line of parallel. And then I'm going to actually, I guess the best thing to do would be to let's put a dimension See if yeah, it's not going to let me do that though. And the reason it won't let me do that is because there's a relationship here already. So what I really wanted to do on that was draw a dimension or a line from here out this way. And that needs to be construction. And then I could do a dimension for that from this line to this line. From this line to that point. 0.25. Okay, and then I'll draw another line from this line straight down. Construction. It's about the only way to get that in there and add a relation between this line here, that line there, perpendicular. So and that was just done so that I can trim this line up. Whoops. Maybe. Oh, forgot which CAD system I was in. Then we'll delete this one. And we don't care about that relationship. So now I can put my dimension in from this point to that point. A lot of work of points. Let's see, that's 0.53563. Okay, and done with the dimension. Accept that, and we've got our second hole then. Finally, sorry about that. Took a little more time than I wanted. We'll finish that up, and then I've got to come back in and punch that piece right in here, but I don't want these videos to be too long. The last one was long enough. So there's the holes.